Hello everyone, this is Elohim and welcome back to Blood and Magic. This is episode 6. And I have been busy in between episodes. I do want to show you the stuff I've done, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. First off, I have created the full Thermitage armor, or full Thermitage robes. And I've got a nice little armor stand here. Let's throw the goggles on so we can see what things are. Alright, as you see, this is all pretty much the same except for the armor stand. But, I'll get through these doors. Check it out. I have been breaking stuff down into essences. This right here, when I have more essence than I need, this little device crystallizes it. These can be returned into essences very easy. All I have to do is put them in this, which is what breaks items down into essences. As you can see, nothing's in it right now, so let's throw this flint in. As you see, it's going to give me Terra and Industrium. And where'd the little guy go? As you see, this little golem, he's a stone golem. He takes the essences and puts them in the jars. As you see, most are labeled, some are not. If it doesn't have a label, it is either empty, let's see, like this one, or like this one, which has just 1 point of Terra. I already have 2 jars up, let's see, 2 jars of Terra. Now this over here, that looks very awesome. This is where you do Thaumcraft rituals. Now the crystals and the heads are because some Thaumcraft rituals are dangerous. These lower the risk of the dangers down. We'll be doing some of these rituals on camera. As you see, we have the Infernal Furnace still over here. As you see, where the holes were, I now have these Arcane Bellows. These can actually be hooked up to any furnace, and they speed it up. The Infernal Furnace has spots for 3. And I have this little guy right here. It is a brain in a jar. This one, the research caused me to get warp, a little bit more warp, but it's worth it. Now, the experience that comes out of this will go into him. And I just come over and tap him. As you see, he has no experience. Let's demonstrate it real quick. We'll just grab some more eggs and use them. If you look around, you'll see I have a few more statues. Nice little kitty cat one. Alright. Let me just throw the eggs in. Get down here where we are out of range of the experience hitting us. And as you see, you don't actually see the experience anymore, but I tap him and it gives it to me. Handy little thing of to get experience. As you see, yes, jars are even on the roof. I've been busy. That's Arba, which is wood. You see, there's a lot of it. Well, that sun's going to want to go down. Let me show you this. This middle log was the node inside a silver tree. What I've done is put more wood around it and planted some of the beans. Let's see. This one's right. It's got the water essence. Now that it's ripe, I break it and get 2 beans. And I'm replanting those up there. Look around. Make sure nothing is trying to sneak up on us. Let's go sleep. As you see, I do have an ender chest now. In my inventory, you'll see this ender bag. This ender bag can be linked to any block that has an inventory. Here's what's in the ender chest. I open the ender bag. It is connected to the ender chest. So even if I were out away from the base, I can still get these items, but if I die, I don't lose them. Even if it's in lava or falling into the void, I won't lose them. Got a couple more masks. That one lets me breathe underwater, and this one gives me permanent night vision. This one's a speed boost, very nice. As you see, the chest, all my chests in here have been upgraded to crystal. Very handy to have, lots of storage space. Let's come back here, check out the blood altar. It is still a tier 3, but if you look in here, I have the Magician's Blood Orb. This is the tier 3 blood orb. And also, grab this backpack out because I want my divination sigil real quick. That always happens if you take and put something where the bag is, or try to take it out of your inventory while you're using it. Now, if you remember, the blood altar could only hold 10,000 LP. Now it can hold 26,000 because of these runes of augmented capacity. Very handy. There is an upgrade to get even more, but I'm not at the point that I can do that one yet. But eventually I will be. So the backpack in the ender bag. This I'll get to in a few minutes. I did do something over here I want to show you. Yes, now there's a blood altar in here. The zombies no longer get killed here. Instead, when they get to here, they travel up the water elevator and come down on the blood altar. So that I can use the sacrificial knife to one-shot them and fill up the blood altar. And from there, it goes into the blood orb that's in it to further fill my soul network. Alright. Over here at the farms. Still really haven't done much with them, but I have added some golems. These are gather golems. They're made of wood. Any golem type, be it wood, well, let me show you some of them so that you understand what I'm talking about. There are straw, wood, flesh, towel, clay, stone, metal, and there's actually one more. Need a few more essences before I can buy the iron one. Any golem can do any job. It doesn't matter. Yes, the higher rank golem, the better it is, but the job matters by the core on its chest. And you will notice these golems and the one up there wear glasses. The glasses is a special item that increases their eyesight so they can see further to do a better job. As you see, I have a stone golem in here. He doesn't have glasses on. All he does is when I empty this, he's gathering water and putting it in. For now, this is actually where I have to make the golems at. And I will be showing you how to do it. Now, first thing I want to get to is here in probably a couple of episodes, we are going to go after defeating the Wither Catacombs. For that, I really just need better weapons, and I also want some better tools. So we're going to get them. Need to grab this out so I can keep track of my life points easier. Now, as you see, I have diamond tools and weapons in my inventory up here. And like I've said, they are just as good as the obsidian ones. But also, besides wanting better tools and weapons, I actually need the Blood Magic's sword to be able to progress further in Blood Magics. So that's what this back here is for. This is a Blood Magic ritual. Blood Magic rituals are structures you build. Each one looks different. This ritual is called the Ritual of Binding. You see this little weak activation crystal? This is how I cut it on. Now these designs on these are painted on. If I were to break this, it would look like this afterwards. The patterns on them are part of the ritual. This is the Master Ritual Stone. Every ritual has to have one. Now, first thing we're going to make is a better sword. So what we do, we throw a diamond sword in here. Right click, a rush of energy flows through the ritual. See that circle? That means the ritual is working. I wonder if they changed the ritual in the update, because used to, when you would activate this, lightning would strike. Or it could be that sword's not in the right position. Let's reposition it. There we go. Oh. Now you got to be careful doing this, because there is a risk of losing it. There we go. Now as you see, this sword only shows 100 durability. And it really doesn't look like a sword in my hand. I also have to bind it to me. It has an attack damage of plus 11, which is not as good as my obsidian. Let's go ahead and bind this to us. There we go. It says caution may cause a bad day. Right now it's deactivated. That's why it's in a ball form. And this really won't do much damage in this form, but if I open it up, it'll do more damage. But not only does the ritual cost me life points for my soul network to use, to open this blade costs me soul points too. And it uses points every so often, so what would be the point of it? Well, I have to have this to progress to the next level. And there are several other things in Blood Magics that require the item I get because of having this. This sword does put a status effect called weakness on any mob you attack with it. If you kill the mob while it has weakness on it with the bound blade, you gain a special drop. Also, this sword will never break, which means I don't have to spend experience repairing it, which is good. Put the diamond pickaxe up there. Let's eat some. Oh, I got the pickaxe, and as you see, I still have my fairy bottles. Now, this pickaxe is really fun. Let me bind it to me. Now, this pickaxe is just as strong as the diamond and obsidian ones. It'll never break. And if I right click it while it's open, it has a special ability. Now that special ability does cost a lot of life points from your soul network. But what it will do, let me just show you. Reorganize my inventory real quick. And find a spot where I don't mind tearing the terrain up some. Alright, let's go over here. Now, this pickaxe, its special ability only works on things that can be mined with a pickaxe. Okay. And I'll use it right here. Open it up, right click. Now that filled my inventory. Let's get rid of all the stone. It's kind of like Vein Miner, but it doesn't just hit, like, it doesn't just mine up the one thing you hit. It mines an area. The axe and shovel that I'm going to make will do the same things, but respectively to what they can normally be used for. The axe will cut wood down, and the shovel will get dirt and gravel. Before we proceed, let's get that sun to come back up. And our soul network is dropping. As you saw, it took about 10,000 life points out of my soul network to do that special ability. But these tools and this sword are really worth it. Come on. It does have to be on top of the Master Ritual Stone. And yes, these rituals are dangerous, but I have actually lost these tools in that fire before. But also, if that fire goes away, I've had it not make them. Now the sword is the most important of them. And you see, there we go. Got the shovel. Now, like I was saying, the sword is the most important because the sword is required to get the one item you need. And that one item is not just for building up the blood altar to the next level. It's also needed for making the matching armor to these tools. There is a full set of bound armor that never breaks. If you're wearing all 4 pieces of it, most mobs will never be able to do damage to you as long as you have points in your soul network. The only damage you can normally take is fire and wither. And there's a way to negate the fire damage. There's no way to negate the wither damage, and if you don't have points in your soul network, then yes, you will take damage and end up with status effects like nausea and stuff like that. But as long as you can keep your soul network full, you're good. This right here is the Ritual Diviner tool. It is, you can place the stones by hand for the rituals, and you can use these little cans to put the markings on. But if you make this out of the cans, it will auto build it for you, and doing it with the cans have durability. You have to repair them. This way you never do. This Ritual Diviner is upgradable. There are 2 upgrades. The next one I'll be doing at the next level of the altar, which recipe looks like this. It looks the same. It just gains access to doing these cans, and from there, these. Now, as you can see, yes, I have been busy. Alright. I want to show you the effect of this. And we'll see if we can get that special item. Might as well close it while I'm running. It's kind of like a switchblade sword. Is there anybody coming? Oh, look. Zombies. As you see, this is emptying out a little bit. This was full. This blood orb that's in here can only transfer so many points into my soul network. And once my soul network hits that certain point, it will quit. That point is 25,000. Now the blue one out there and the other one can transfer up to 150,000. Well, let's kill these guys, see what we can get. Did we get one? These in there. Nope, not yet. Oh, I think I saw one drop. Yes. A weak blood shard. Now this thing has a lot of uses. You can craft these empty sockets, which are used to make armor, the bound armor. Now you do have to fill them with blood from your altar. There's arcane pedestals. Armor inhibitor, which you can give the bound armor special abilities, like one of which is negating the fire damage. That cuts them off because depending on how you give it the special abilities, it can cost you, but there is a way to do it without it costing you, and I'll be showing that once I make the armor. But I need a lot of these. This is also put in the blood altar to make the next tier's blood orb. Come in here where it's safe. And there's a key of binding. Bind other items to the owner's network. Large blood bricks. This is a great deal. 1 weak blood shard and a piece of stone for 32 large blood bricks. This combined with this makes the next tier of it, but this is something we'll get into later. A weak blood shard and an ender pearl gets ender shards, which is actually new to the update I'm playing. It's used in blood magic alchemy for some things. And of course the master blood orb, which is the tier 4. Costs 40,000 blood points in the blood altar to make, so we will be having to upgrade further. Stick this in here for now. Put my amber in here. While I'm here, let's go ahead and replace that fairy bottle. Now the Thermitage robes up there that you saw, they go with the goggles of revealing, of course, and they give me more of a discount on my viz when I'm crafting in the arcane work table. Let's see, we have not what I wanted to do, but hey, I'm going to show you how this is coming along. Got a few more books in here. We're going to repair this, and then we're going to take the protection off of it and get the experience back. You may be wondering why. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this. For that upgrade, I need the crystal again. This will probably be the last bound ritual I can do at the moment, because my soul network is going to get pretty low. But yes, even the Thermitage goggles, the goggles of revealing, can be mixed with blood magic. If they couldn't, that wouldn't happen. Cool looking design. And now we have the Sanguine helmet. And what the Sanguine helmet does is it gives me a higher viz discount. It has the same effect as the goggles in that I can see nodes with it. See? Nodes over here. But it is as strong as diamond armor. Or a diamond helmet at least. Now as you may notice, my hearts down there are doing something a little weird. Some of them are covered in runes and a yellow color. That is because of these two rings Rings of Protection, which have Runic Shield +1. I got those in a chest that I found. And, well, one in a chest and one was in a treasure bag. What they do is they put those little bubbles around your heart, which act as a force field. For mobs to hurt me, they have to get through that. Now, for them to work, I have to have a wand in my inventory. Doesn't matter if it has Viz in it or not. Alright. Now, one thing I want to do today is take this Eye of Ender, come over here, and we are now going to make the Enderman Disruptor block. The last thing we need for the mob spawner. Let's drop some of this stuff off. Go through the portal. Now, as you see, I have replaced a piece of glass, put a piece of glass here and put a chest. This chest has the rest of the items we need. Netherrack, buckets for water, trapdoors, hoppers, slabs, signs, and these iron spikes. Now, these are from a nice little mod called Iron Spikes. It's part of the Grim mod pack, or series, whatever you want to call it. To make them, 6 iron ingots in this pattern, and you get 8. So, let's get this going. First, we'll grab this netherrack. And we need to get all the way back up there. I'll go ahead and stick this in here for now. Just picks me up far enough. Now, we're going to finish this today because there's some really good mob drops I want. Making this 4 out on each one of these. Well, 3 out from the one I already placed. I want the platform right there to be 4 long. Oh, don't need that. Leave the tools open or the sword. For this, we're just going to go with the obsidian pickaxe. Now, we need to make spawning platforms. So what I'm going to do, let's get 1 block going on each of these. Alright. Out. Alright. I missed this one over here. Oh, wait. I didn't want to make that flat yet. So we'll just break these and go down and get them later. Because with what I like doing is the water's going to be in here. And you know how mobs are. They won't always walk off when you want them to. They'll look at it and be like, oh yeah, there's a hole there. So I like tricking them. It gets them down there faster. That's why I have the trapdoors down in the chest for. Now, at this level, I'll fill it in. And while I'm building this, I want to let you know, like I did say, here in a few episodes, we will be going after that Wither Catacomb. I want to get the bound armor made, preferably, before we go after it, just because it'll increase my chances of survival. Now we need to take and build this out. And I know watching me build this can probably be a little bit boring. Do apologize for that. If I could do the edits, which I hopefully will be able to do here soon, I would just do a jump cut on this. But I still haven't been able to get any editing stuff yet. Now, I'm going to build this around to here. As you see, it's all able to be spawned on. Let's get it up here. Now, I am leaving the corners out on here because, well, it doesn't really matter if you put them in or not. Now this is big enough for pretty much any mob to spawn on. That's how high I'm building the walls. I could probably bring it down one level, but this way there's a little bit of extra room because I do want Endermen spawning in here. Alright. Now, I do want to light up the inside of it just for now, because I do not need mobs spawning in here yet. Alright. Come down here, grab some more supplies. Gonna need these. And grab those. And the ender disruptor. Now I could use the water sigil for this, but at this point I'm not wanting to drain my soul network completely. Just short. So the staff won't do it. Now, the ender pack, you can take it and move it around with it being open. That's fine. It doesn't have the glitch that the other one does. Before I put the water in, let's put the signs in. I could be cute and put little funny sayings on these, but I don't feel like doing it right now. Now these signs just keep the water from falling down here. Sadly, they don't keep me from doing it, but they won't stop the mobs either. Yes, you can use the grappling hook to climb with, like that. Now, this is the tricky part, putting them on these over the other signs. There we go. Move that staff, we're not going to need it. The water in. Go get some more. Now I do put the 2 source blocks over here because that way it all flows in one direction. You don't have it pushing them sort of against the wall. That would just be irritating. It would slow them down. And I want to kill as many mobs as quickly as possible with this. Thank goodness for the long fall boots. Alright. We are almost done with this. Now we need to put the roof on. Now to do that can be a little tricky, but what I'm going to do, I'm actually just going to go ahead and put these half slabs on here. And hope that I have enough for everything. If not, they're not really that hard to make. Okay. Now, let's put the roof in. So this might be a little easier to throw these in up here. Like I said last episode, I don't remember whose video it was I watched where I learned to do this. I honestly don't think I've ever seen another video by the person. And if I remember right, they did talk about they actually had seen it from someone else's video. Alright, we got the edge of the roof done. Okay, hold on. Let's see, how far is that? Alright, looks like right over the hole, near the middle. Means right there's going to be a good spot for the Enderman disruptor. This only works within a certain distance of the Enderman. So up here is the best spot for it. Looks like I am going to need some more netherrack. Down to 4 pieces. So, do we have any more in here? I don't think we do. Just jump back over to the main base. Oh, as you can see, I also upgraded the diamond furnace to a hell furnace. I'll grab. Don't think it's going to take 2 stacks. Grab some nether brick real quick and make it into slabs. Just the quickest way to do it. Alright. Now, I am going to leave this hole open for now, because I do need to be able to get back in there to remove the torches. And I don't quite want mobs spawning at this moment. I do want to half slab this so mobs are guaranteed to not be able to spawn on top. Hate when I double place them. I was right, I was going to need more half slabs. Alright, real quick, let's come down here. There's a little bit of work I need to do down here real quick, and we got to remove these torches. Now, first let's put these hoppers in. Looks like I need one more. Not a problem, not a problem. And yes, my shovel does have Silk Touch on it. Let's see. Let's just grab an iron block, break it down. Some planks. I'll grab a log. That's enough to make the chest we need for the hop. For any of y'all that don't know how to make a hopper, there's the recipe. Come back through here. This last hopper in. They all run into there. Now, need to take this back wall out temporarily. Take this out. That with Silk Touch. Now, the reason I took those walls out is so I can place these in the way I want them in. Now, this fall is enough to kill pretty much anything, but you can never be too careful. These spikes, as you just saw, do damage. Alright, cover this back up. Now, I have the glass here for two reasons. One, I like being able to see in there a little bit. And two, it allows me to open that chest with it being right there. Now, with those two things done, we can go finish this up. Drop down the hole. Break these torches. And if they fall in the water, that's fine. That just means they're going to fall through there into the hopper. Another rack. Another slab. Let's get down here. So we're good and far away. Grab my torches back. Now, mobs will start spawning up there. Oh, I did forget one thing I wanted to do up there. That's okay. I will do it now. This really will increase the rates of them coming down. If I can get the grappling hook to latch on. Too far away. Oh, you hear that? Zombie. There we go. Now this is going to be dangerous. Going in here with the mobs spawning. But I think we can make it. Back up, let them all fall. As you saw, they are not just the vanilla mobs. Even the concussion creeper spawns in here. Trapdoors that are open, they will think they can walk across because, well, they're stupid. So this gets them to come down to the bottom faster. Sorry for the lag. Now let's see if we can get back out of here without killing ourselves. Close this back up. See what those nice little mobs left us. Very nice. Some more rotten flesh, which we have a lot of. Some gunpowder, always handy. Confusing powder, which is good. And withering dust. Now this is from the Enderzoo mod, I want to say. It can be used to make withering potions, which is a potion that puts wither on you if you drink it, but it does have a splash potion for them. So you can put wither easily on mobs. And we're going to light this up a little bit down here because, even though that doesn't cast too much of a shadow down here, I would rather be safe than sorry. Alright everyone, and that's all the time I have for recording today. I want to thank you all for watching. If you liked what you saw here, please hit that like button. Feel free to comment. Your suggestions are always welcome. If you want to see more by me, please hit that subscribe button. You can also find me on Twitter, Instagram, and I have a page on Facebook. The links will be in the description below. Thank you, and I'll see you next video.